After seeing that one of my favorite divine feminines also had her blog shut down in around May time, I feel a lot better, like around March time actually. I feel a lot better about myself, and I know this is going to sound like such, it's almost a bit like of a double-edged sword because it kind of sounds like being a bit mean because I'm saying that, oh my goodness, she had her profile shut down as well. But I feel like, oh my goodness, thank God that it's not just me and my tarot channel and my Queen of the Metaverse account and things like that that was shut down. It was clearly just Mark Zuckerberg being a little TWAT because he's jealous of the Divine Feminine collective rising to so much hierarchy and stability. However, that's not a reason to just take down our Instagram platforms, you crazy psychopath. You're just jealous. You're actually crazy. What is wrong with you? Like, these women are actually trying to improve divine connections and improve relationships and marriages, and you're a married man, so you should be happy about this. She's a married woman, the woman that you took down, the profile that you took down, and she clearly has a very stable and secure relationship with her husband. So why are you picking on women who are trying to make good businesses for themselves? Because I don't get that, who are also raising the divine feminine collective's energy. Because yeah, I literally thought it was just me. I was like, I did think something was going on, and I knew that my profiles and my platforms had been taken down. I knew that I wasn't just going crazy. And then I was looking for this other woman's profiles, and I was like, I can't find her. Has she blocked me? Does she dislike me? And I thought that I'd done something to piss her off, and I thought that she just didn't like me anymore, and that I'd just like lost my online friends kind of thing. But it must just be that Mark Zuckerberg has taken down their profiles because my other friend, I've not been able to find him since I went away either. And it's like, yeah, I see what you've done, bruv. Oh yeah, I'm wearing blues today because I know all about your. Don't think that I don't know about that because you can't see these, can you? Oh shit. Anyway, that's probably just brown to you. Sorry to laugh. That's actually really mean. That's actually really mean. I don't find it funny at all. I actually I am trying to empathize with you. That's one of the reasons why I stopped putting the green filter on a lot of my pictures because I realized you probably couldn't see them. Anyway, sorry. I should not laugh because that's horrible. That's horrible. And you're a divine person. You're a divine being, and you deserve to be loved and treated like a human being and like a respected human being as well. So I am sorry for laughing, but please stop taking down mine and my friends' profiles because it is annoying as hell, especially when we get ourselves up to thousands of followers and then we have to rebuild that all over again, especially when it takes us years of work. Imagine if I just, well, I have tried to, and I have done successfully taken down some of your accolades. However, imagine if I was just taking down your years and years worth of work like that. It's not fair and it's not okay. So can you please just stop it? And also to YouTube, can you please stop taking my views off my videos because it's not okay and it's not cool. It's not fun. I'm just going to stop using you as a platform and just start using other platforms. And it's like, okay, you may have like millions of users now, but do you really think that if everybody's using a different platform that you're really going to have any users anymore? Just saying, you're going to lose everybody and everything that you've ever worked towards. So it's best not to be an idiot and best not to be a little twat, basically. Anyway, so yeah, basically that's what I was saying. And if you're wondering why I'm so open and free on like live streams and things like that, I am of the You Now generation. I was the generation that grew up watching You Now. Like literally, I used to fall asleep to You Now every night. So if you're wondering why I cry my eyes out to like the internet and things like that every night, I literally have done this my whole life since I was a kid. Like I got abandoned and well, I didn't really get abandoned and traumatized, but my parents were too busy trying to make me the bag because I'm such a spoiled little brat that like I had to go on the internet and spend some of my time sleeping to watching people also crying their eyes out and chatting shit about their lives as well. But it's great because I've made so many, well, I did make so many important friends until I was locked out of my Facebook account. But originally I just literally thought that this is just me, like this is just something that's going on with me, or like, or I'm being crazy, I'm being paranoid. I actually thought I was being crazy and paranoid, especially when First of all, my phone started freezing every time I tried to upload videos to Instagram, and then when I was going live on Instagram, the Instagram videos wouldn't upload, and then my dance routines would get like scrapped, deleted, and things like that. Like my actual really good dance routines that I created would not be allowed to be uploaded to Instagram's Reels, and I'd be like, hold on a second, something weird is going on right now. So that would really piss me off. Anyway, and then I'd start losing views on my videos, losing likes, losing comments, and then losing subscribers and losing followers, and well, not losing subscribers, but I have done that, but that's due to my behaviors and things like that, because of how I was feeling, because of this, because of the oppression that was happening. It's like, just because I'm a woman, you cannot just try stop me and silence my voice. You just wanted me to put my sexual content out there, and I knew that even at the time, which is why when I released what you were doing to me, I told everybody, you just want me to make sexual content, and every time I actually tried to make good content that's not just sexual based, you punish me and you put me in some kind of Facebook or Instagram jail, which is literally what I'm dealing with right now. Last night I had to release pictures of my nudes and things like that, just so that I could go to bed without having to worry about all sorts of things, which I'm not going to talk about, all of my worries and stresses, because I don't want you to have that much power over me and that much control over me. But still, today I found out that you have done the same thing to one of my divine feminine friends, and that is not okay. That's not cool. One of the reasons why I am the way that I am, and one of the reasons why I am so healed, is because of the divine feminines that helped me out. And do you really think that if me and my divine feminine friends are silenced from having a voice on online social media and media-based platforms, that we're going to carry on? We're just going to meet each other in person and go to friendship circles and friendship groups and have women's circles and things like that, where the government and Babylon aren't involved. So I'm pretty sure you'd rather monitor it by being able to watch these things, by being able to watch my healing ceremonies, and by not interrupting them. And I do know that some of the interruptions that I have are my own, off my own back, and by my own cause, because I let people comment on my videos. But I'm not gonna, when I do live videos now, I'm not gonna pay attention to people that are commenting on my videos, because I realise that I don't need to. So when people do comment on my videos, I'll just let it go on, and then afterwards I may respond to comments or things like that. But I'm not just gonna like respond to people during the middle of my videos anymore, because I realise that that is one of the things that is really like tearing down my platform. Because people, of course, everybody wants to have their own say, and everybody wants to contribute and interact with my platform as well. But when people are calling me nasty names for expressing myself truly and honestly, it then causes me to feel oppressed, and then it causes me to act differently on my profile. So when I just ignore those people, I can, if you have something that you want to say, if you have some kind of criticism to say to me, you can comment on the video and I will get back to you afterwards. But if I'm in the middle of channeling something, it's just rude to keep contacting me and to keep trying to stop me from doing that. As I showed you, I got myself arrested, and nearly, like, I got myself in a lot of trouble for it, because you kept coming to me while I was at work, knocking on my door and things like that. Not just you, but anyway, this specific person kept doing this to me when I was trying to work hard, trying to create good content. So then when they were at work, I said that I was going to keep coming and bothering them, which I shouldn't have done. But at the end of the day, I was at the end of my tether, because I was so sick and tired of trying to create good videos, good content, and then having people tear me down as a result of it. It was when I started to make good content, like my goddess ceremonies and things like that, that people just tried to tear me down, and it ended up backfiring on these people, because they ended up losing their job and things like that. They, like, the good place that they had a job. So it's like, was it even really worth it in the first place? I don't think so. But anyway, that's not the reason why I made it. I just made this video today. The reason why I made this video today is just to say, can you please stop taking mine and my Divine Feminine's blogs down, because we are trying to have some kind of independence and make a good family for ourselves. Like, we're both women that are faithful to men. So what's your problem? Like, do you want us all to be out on the streets acting like little hoes? Because that's what it seems like to me. But how are you going to ever build an empire for yourself if all of the women are just out on the streets acting like hoes? Just saying. If you treat your woman nicely, she will have intercourse with you. Duh. But if you treat her nasty, she's not going to want to have any intercourse with you, and she's not going to want to be with you. So then you're going to have to rely on street hoes. But the more that you treat people badly and you try to degrade their vibration, the more you're only going to get a street hoe who's going to give you diseases, lower your vibration, and make you ill, make you sick. So it's your choice. You can choose to lower your vibration, or you can choose to raise your vibration. It's up to you. But binding yourself to people and relying upon physical connections to get you by on a day-to-day basis is kind of a sad existence, if I do say so myself. And you're really lacking and missing quite a lot in your life if that is what you're doing. Sorry to say that, but there is so much more in life. And I know that depression takes a toll on everybody, but I saw something interesting recently that really opened my mind, and it was a quote by Jim Carrey, and it said that if you are experiencing depression, it is your avatar's way of telling you that it doesn't want to play that character anymore. And you know what? That's when I suddenly started resting and relaxing more, because I realized, you know what? One of the reasons why I keep feeling so sad and down is because I'm just not allowing myself to rest, because I'm trying to be something that is impossible, trying to push myself into being something impossible, because I wanted to be good enough for someone who didn't see my worth. I kept pushing myself and pushing myself and pushing myself to be something that is literally impossible. I can't like push myself to ascend myself to be some kind of goddess, some kind of like extraterrestrial angel or whatever like that, because I'm only human, and at the end of the day we're all only humans. We can't push ourselves to be angels or to be something that we're not, because our DNA, our genetics are only so far. Of course we can push our mind and we can push our bodies to our limitations, but at the end of the day we all need breaks and we all need rests, because the more that we push ourselves, the more we're just going to start to spiral into a depression, and we will start to feel like low in ourselves, and we will start to feel like hopeless, like we want to kill ourselves and things like that, if I'm being quite honest. Depression takes its toll on everybody, and I don't want it to. I don't want anybody to feel depressed, and I don't want anybody to feel sad, but the more you don't deal with your own problems, the more you're going to get angry, and you're going to want to push these feelings out onto other people as well. So it's just really important to make sure that we are healing ourselves in order to heal other people. But yeah, please can you stop taking down mine and my Divine Feminine friends' platforms, because this Divine Feminine, I've been looking for her for a while, like since I've been out since like September. I've been looking for her for a little while before that anyway, and I'm just like, I thought that she deleted me and that she didn't want to be my friend, and I have not been able to heal my body in the same way and receive and experience pleasure in the same way as I was able to receive and experience pleasure, because she makes me feel safe and happy in myself, and she makes me feel like there's no shame in being a wife or a girlfriend or a lover or anything like that, because she makes it seem like it's something that's like cool to do. So yeah, please stop taking people's platforms down so that we can learn from each other, because the more that we are able to learn from each other, the better that life is going to get, the better things will be for all of us, and the more that we can actually ground this golden age, because otherwise you're not going to be part of it, because at the end of the day there's always going to be tech geniuses and giants out there who are going to work out how to build platforms. Even if we strip this to the ground, eventually someone will work out how to make a camera, eventually someone will work out how to make like the Victorian times or whatever. People will work out how to make technology again, and people will build platforms. So if we just stop trying to oppress each other and we start to uplift each other, we can have this golden age right now. I've been trying to ground this golden age since I created Tiamat's Quotes, which is one of the profiles that you deleted because I was spreading so much love and light. I'm not sure if it's still up there, but it's definitely one of the profiles that I can't get into. Queen of the Metaverse, I'm pretty sure has been deleted, but it's been deleted, or I'm not allowed to get into it because of jealousy, because I have access to all of these healing quotes and knowledge that you guys wouldn't actually be able to have access to. And the reason why, one of the main reasons why my phones were confiscated is because I had so many healing memes and videos on there that were affecting the collective so much. Don't you think I realised this? Even if I wasn't reading it in tarot and I didn't see that, it's like nobody thinks I'm doing anything bad for my community, because of, like, genuinely, before I saw the tarot card reading that I saw yesterday, I actually did think that people thought that I was trying to do bad things for my community, but I realised that nobody thought I was trying to do bad things for my community. They were just jealous of the fact that I'm building such a strong and stable community. But I'm not just trying to do that for myself. The whole reason why I am the queen of the whole world isn't because, oh, I think I'm powerful, I'm on some power trip. No, because I know I have the potential to raise and uplift multiple communities, and that is what I want to do. That is my gift to you guys. I want to overlook your communities so that I can see what's working well in your communities and what's working well in my communities, so that we can share this knowledge, so that we can share this golden age, so that we can ground this golden age, rather than having some people who are flying high on a high vibration and some people who are flying high on a low, who are just riding it out on a low vibration all the time. If we alchemize their light and this unity, we can have have gold, we can have the gold frequencies, which is like perfect. It's like, what is more conductive than gold? Nothing. And the more that we utilize the gold that is on earth for positive things, the more that we can actually work together as a collective to build positivity, and to actually be able to create meaningful things for ourselves. It's said, like within many quotes, the person who owns the gold owns the world, owns the people, kind of thing. And that is true, but we need to use it in the right way. We need to be good to other people, because the whole thing about the golden age is about, it's an age of technology. It's an age where we should all be able to visit space, and we should all be able to have good quality food, and we should all be able to look after our empires and our dynasties, and we should all be able to have the opportunity to be an emperor or an empress if we want to push ourselves to that kind of academic level. If you want to work that hard, it should all be about willingness to work hard, to succeed and to achieve, rather than being on a more, I don't like the way that the system runs now, because it's based off of falseness, off of lies, off of trickery. And it's like, we don't need falseness, trickery and lies. If we have strong people who are strong leaders, who are good leaders, speaking their truth, speaking their own authenticity, we can really start to ground the age of Aquarius. But the more that we think about lies, trickery and deception, the more that we're going to stay stuck in the age of Pisces, because it is down to us as a collective to ground the age of Aquarius. Many of us are like looking towards the stars, thinking, when is it going to come? When is it going to come? But we are part of the stars, and we are the ones that are supposed to be fulfilling this prophecy. We are the chosen ones. Even if you don't feel like you resonate as being a chosen one, at the moment, those who are on earth are here because you are supposed to be fulfilling a mission, even if it is a karmic mission, even if you don't want to be helping. You are unfortunately helping to ground a new age. Even if you're, say for example, if you're murdering people, I know that's not something that you want to hear, because obviously no one wants to murder people, but you're actually helping to ground the new age. Because say for example, if you murder someone, oh fucking hell, I don't want to say this because this is really bad, and I don't want to I don't want people to think like I'm inciting anything, because I'm not. I'm just psychic. I just see things. But the thing is if someone was to hurt someone, say for example, if someone was to, I don't know, if someone was to push someone off like a small balcony, right? Well, this is just an example, because there was a man who fell off a balcony who had got a head injury, and then in Europe they changed the restrictions on the level of how high the balconies needed to be. So that's just the example of the things that I'm saying. Basically, if you were to hurt someone, or what, no, please don't hurt anyone, please, nobody hurt anyone. But what my point is that everything has a solution and everything has a meaning to it. So if you're someone who is not wanting to engage yourself actively in this new age of Aquarius, even by not wanting to engage yourself in this age of Aquarius, say for example you're working for the Babylon and you're trying to take down the people that are doing the right thing, you're still part of it, because you're still the oppressors. You're still going to be marked in history as the people that were doing the bad thing. So it's like, you're not going to be marked in history. You're not going to not be a chosen one, because you're still working for the beast. You're still working for the devil, and you will still be written down as doing that. So yeah, that's basically like all I wanted to say today. But please, can you stop oppressing? It's not just divine feminines. It's like, just stop oppressing independent people in general, because at the end of the day, what are you going to do if you don't have empresses and emperors? How are you going to build any kind of kingdoms? Because, sorry to say this, but Kemet in Egypt ran off of these structures and empires, and that is probably one of the best ways to run a crumbling empire, because the way the old dynasties were working are not working well, because everyone is angry at the 13 elite bloodline families for tricking people for so long, and now everybody wants to work together. But it's like, where do we go for a start on how to work together? And I'll tell you how we go for a start on how to work together. We need to dedicate one area of land, in our community, for each community to start farming, because at the moment we're dealing with famines and droughts, so we need to build dams and we need to build food. I know I have all of the solutions. That's one of the reasons why I have been helping to tear down society, and I know that sounds like such a bad thing to say, because I always knew that I could repair any damage that I'd done. I just wanted to make a point to people out there who were trying to say that I was unimportant and who were trying to say that I was not serving my purpose, that actually I'm a lot more powerful than you realize, and that if you try to hurt me or kill me, then you'll probably end up dead yourself. But that wasn't the right thing to do, and I should not have done that, because I ended up just giving myself more karma and more lessons and more debt to have to deal with. But now I've freed myself from those karmic lessons, and I'm freeing myself from any karmic debt. So it is important to realize that actually the more that I tell you guys about the solutions that I have created, and the more that I fit new solutions to the new droughts, famines and times that we are dealing with, the new deficit that we are dealing with, the better it will be to create a solution and to come up with a solution together. So one of the main things that I done, for those of you that don't know, I did spend a lot of time in Sodexo, which was like a death camp place. And one of the things that I did do while I was at this death camp is I decided that I would educate myself. I went to the library that was there. They did have a library, and I read all of the books. I learned so much about farming in ancient Egypt and Kemet, and I wrote notes. So I've got all of the notes with me, and I also I went to education and learned things about that as well. Like I learned, I'm now at level 3 in maths, so I'm pretty sharp when it comes to my calculus. And I didn't need to do anything else with my English, because my English is already extremely good. Extremely good. That doesn't sound... My English is adequate enough, so I didn't have to work on it. Anyway, I think my grammar is pretty good, to be honest. Sometimes I do have a little bit of times where I slip into slang, or like if I write on Instagram, I might like be a bit silly and like talk in slang codes and things like that, but it's just because that's who I am. I like to have fun and ground myself sometime and be down to earth and be humble. I'm not going to always be like, oh, yes, it's me, I'm Queen Camille. I know some of you really like that, but that's just not who I am as a person. I'm an empress. I'm all 4 of the queens, so you can't just have one side of me, unfortunately, because sometimes I like to be fun and loving. If you want someone who's just angry all the time, get an Aquarius. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, please stop blocking my blessings, and we can all start to have a beautiful life together. And that's what I was going to say. While I was away, I also I wrote some books and some lyrics and things like that. I'm going to publish them now that I've got access to laptops and things like that, and I'm going to get my phone sorted out and things like that, so I'll be able to like release all of that kind of thing. But the whole point of this video is just to say, like, can you stop blocking my blessings so that I can release these things without having so much oppression, because it works easier for all of us if we just work as a team right now. So yeah, can you just stop? Thank you very much. Because at the end of the day, I've got the ideas, and some of you have physical resources that I need. If we work together, I don't want to steal your physical resources, and I don't want you to keep stealing my ideas. So if we work together, we can have collaborations on projects, which I am open to, and I've been asking about that for days. Like, can we collaborate together, guys? Can we just do something together? So yeah, now that I'm opening my throat chakra, though, I'm actually able to actually talk about this properly. So that's something that is improving and coming more into balance. So that is definitely better. But yeah, I wanted to just say quickly before I finish this video that I have got, I know like what vegetables to grow in what seasons, and where to responsibly source what seeds from, and how to organically grow them throughout each different seasons as well. So say for example, in the winter we could use like kale and cavolo neros, cabbages and things like that, Brussels sprouts of course, but that's one that everybody just knows anyway. But shooting peas are good for frosted times as well. Potatoes you have usually just before or after the frosts, because they don't do too well in the frosts. However, yeah, just test me, try me, guys. No, tomatoes are more like May season. You want to start germinating your early tomatoes in May. So yeah, that's basically where we're at as a collective. I just need people to help me out, which is why I've been asking upon the Capricorn Collective, because I don't have a lot of money initially to be able to pay you guys. I'm going to obviously go and get grants and funding for this, but initially it's gonna have to be like I don't know, it would be like a bartering system. Like, I'll give you healing, I'll give you free healing sessions if you can help me like garden. And I know Capricorns are extremely hard workers and they're amazing gardeners, because I've got loads of Capricorns within my family who are gardeners as well, and they've got the most beautiful gardens out of like all of my family members. Sorry to all of my other family members, but like, my auntie Capricorn is just the best. Like, her garden is amazing, and she's so divinely protected that it's just going to get better and better. No one can psychically attack her because it just won't work. It will backfire upon you all. So sorry to say that, but yeah. And yeah, everything that I've said today is divinely protected, and it will only just get better and better, and anyone that tries to mess with me or negatively impact me is just going to end up backfiring upon you. So I would warn you not to try and mess with me or my family or my friends, because we are so divinely protected. And yeah, just 5 minutes spending any time with me and my energy, you will work that out. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. If there's anything that you want to see me talk about or like do or anything like that, just let me know down below in the comments and I will get round to it. But I kind of like it now that I'm able to get back to doing this, because originally I didn't like it. I didn't like doing this kind of like non-official spiritual talk and everything like that. That's why I started to do the structured videos and things like that. But after having a lot of time going like completely wild, where I just was using my YouTube as a platform to like ask for help because I was at such a low point in my life, I now am actually really valuing being able to just sit down and have a chat with people who I know are not judging me, who I know are healing themselves and who are here just for the healing experience. And even if you're not sitting here for like the whole video, even if you're just cutting in for 5 minutes, or you're putting it on in the background and things like that, which I'm hoping you're not sitting and watching my ugly face just talking, but if you are, then hi. But yeah, yeah, even if you're just like just tuning in, it's great to know that this is a platform of people that are supporting each other, because that's one of the reasons why I am trying to attune you guys to the Reiki frequency and trying to build more healers out there and trying to gain more healing friends, because I know that I can't do it by myself. I can't do it alone, and I know that there are so many people out there who are so pure-hearted, who are perfect, who are absolutely what I need for this mission. So why not have a chat with you guys where I feel comfortable, where I feel safe to express myself, where I feel able to be myself, where I feel happy and where I feel loved? Why not? And I hope that I'm allowing you to either create a platform for yourself or to comment on my platform where you feel loved and where you feel safe, because this isn't just about me like talking at a screen or anything like that. I love to see your stories down below about what you've been through, and to watch your videos about all of the experiences you're going through. And I love, even if I don't watch them immediately, I love watching people's videos. And it's important to realize that I do get around to watching everybody's videos. Like, if you like tag me in things, or you do like message me and things like that, I do get around to everybody eventually. And you may sometimes need to like, don't spam me, because I won't reply to you and I won't like comment back. But if you just like gently, like, say for example, if it's been like 3 days or something and I haven't gotten back to you, you may just want to gently say, like, remind me, like, oh hi, I know you might be a little bit busy at the moment, but I really need someone to talk to at the moment, or I just wanted to share this with you because I think it would make you happy, and things like that. That's the kind of moments that I really genuinely live for. And to like all of the divine feminines and Reiki healers that message me when I'm feeling low and down, who tell me like when I'm being so harsh on myself, because you know how harsh I am on other people. Imagine how harsh I am to myself behind closed doors. Like, yeah, that's the kind of person I'm living with inside my own head. I'm so critical of myself, and the way that you guys uplift me and you treat me so nice when I am in one of these depressive moods, when I'm trying to tear myself down and I'm being so negative upon myself, honestly, I'm actually about to start crying right now, because there have been so many times where I've just felt so vulnerable and so raw, and I felt like nobody likes me. I felt like, what's the point in carrying on in my life anymore? And I've received a message from someone, or a comment on one of my pictures where I've been asking people for help, or a comment on one of my videos, and honestly, it has changed my whole day just feeling so loved. And today I went on to one of my videos that I made on someone else's that was uploaded to someone else's channel, sitting in the sunshine, and someone said, is this channel connected to Holistic Healing by Tiamat? And to know that there are people out there who are actively looking for my channel, who know who I am, who spread nice things about me, who talk nicely about me behind my back, honestly, that changes my whole life. To see comments where people are uplifting me, and to just see people spreading positivity to each other. Like, honestly, even like I went on someone's profile who I was being nasty to, and I saw other people uplifting him, because I was being nasty to him because of how nasty he was to me. But I saw other people uplifting him and being nice to him, and it made me feel so good about myself, because it made me realize that people are kind and compassionate, and human beings, as much as they can be assholes to each other, we are good-hearted people. So thank you very much for watching, and I am going to end this now, but let me know down below what you want to see, and I'm going to end this because we're now at the half an hour mark, but let me know what you want to see coming up next, and I will see you next time. One love. Bye. See you. Bye. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, by the way. Bye.